Welcome back to another episode of It's Time for Beer. I am Brandon. Now, today we're going to be looking at Terrapin's Moo-Hoo. This is a chocolate milk stout. This one bottle right here cost me $2.49, and this is just a 12-ounce bottle. The 4-packs cost $8.99, so that actually comes out to be about $2.24 for a 4-pack. This is seasonally available. I'm assuming the winter months because, you know, you're usually going to have your bigger, darker beers in the winter months. Just kind of warm you up. Big, thick beers. Now, the original gravity says 16.7 SRM, so basically that's 16.7 Plato from what I can gather from the literature on the internet. But that comes out, for those of you that are home brewers and brew with specific gravity, that comes out to 1.0668 specific gravity for the original gravity. Now, I'll put that formula that I used down in the show notes so that you guys can see it. And I'll really quickly flash it up here, right here. Did you see it? If you missed it, look in the show notes. It'll be there. Or heck, you could hit rewind if you wanted to. The ABV of this beer is 6% and the IBUs are 30. Now, they use 2-row pale malt, flaked oat, chocolate, crystal 85, Carafa 3 special, and roasted barley. Now, some of the other stuff they put in it is chocolate cocoa nibs and cocoa shells from Sinclair Chocolate Company. And it also has lactose in it. All right, the date code. Now, usually Terrapin has it kind of notched into the side of their labels here, but since I guess this is a seasonal beer, they've actually just written it on the label as seasonal. Now, yes, I know this is old, 2011, but I have taken care of this beer, and this is another old one, just like my Ranger IPA, but this one's a little bit older. This is 2011. And since it was a darker beer, it's not really a high ABV, but it's a darker beer, so I figured I'd go ahead and just stick it in the fridge and get to it when I got to it, and now I'm getting to it. So with that said, let's get this into a glass, and I will let you know how it looks, smells, tastes, and I'll let you know whether it is worth your money. Terrapin Brewery is out of Athens, Georgia. It was founded in 2002. Terrapin agreed to sell a minority interest to Miller Coors Craft Brewing Division 10th and Blake Beer Company in exchange for reducing a loan that was made in 2010 to help Terrapin buy out a group of investors. All right, on the pour, there was a nice creamy khaki-colored head. Dark khaki, actually, bordering on bad descriptor, but like diarrhea brown. It's black as night. I mean, it poured like tar whenever I poured it into the glass, and the bubbles are sticking to the glass as I do this. So, I mean, it forms a nice creamy head whenever I swirl it around. All right, the aroma. Man, I can smell the chocolate coming through. Oh my God, it's like smelling a candy bar that's been liquefied. It smells like it's going to be a warming beer, although it's 6%. You wouldn't think that. But it's like a mixture of alcohol and chocolate and just general creaminess is what I'm smelling. It smells absolutely wonderful. It doesn't smell like coffee, which you would think of, you know, a darker beer like this. It smells like a chocolate candy bar. All right, the taste of Terrapin's Moo-Hoo. Cheers. That is really good. First thing you get is a little bit of the bite from the sweetness. God, the chocolate, I mean, it's almost like I bit into a candy bar. It's nice and... Now, when I say sweet, I'm not talking about like ridiculously, it just didn't ferment out. I'm talking about it mixes so well with the bitterness from the dark malts and all of the more astringent flavors that are coming through. It mixes with that and it blends it perfectly. This is an excellent beer. Even being over a year old at a seasonal of 2011, this is perfect. I don't know what it tastes like fresh, but heck, if it tastes like this at, over a year, year and a half old, I think I'd get a whole bunch of these and just stick them in the fridge and save them. Very good. This tastes absolutely wonderful. The chocolate comes through just immensely. The creaminess comes through. I mean, it's so smooth. It's wonderful. I don't know how to put it other than this is wonderful. I was not expecting this from this beer. I had heard good things. I was not expecting this. Now, what can I equate this beer to? This beer right here is one of my favorite chocolate stout beers, and this is from Flying Fish Brewery, and this is a series they did where they did the exits. But this was just an A+ beer for me. It tastes almost identical to that, the sweetness and the chocolatiness and whatnot. So get this if you can get it in your area. Now, I can get this whenever I want to get it, luckily, because they're just down in Athens, Georgia, which is just, hop, skip, and a jump from me here in South Carolina. So lucky for me, because I am definitely going to pick up a few more of these. Is it worth the money? Here's where we come into a little bit of an issue. Yes, it only comes in 4-packs, and yes, they're $8.99 for the 4-packs. If you're just going to get one bottle here or there, then $2.50 is a fine price. If you're going to get them in the 4-packs and you want to pay $8.99 for that, it is such a good beer. No, you know that I don't believe in 4-packs, but this beer is an excellent chocolate milk stout. So I'm conflicted. I hate 4-packs, but I love this beer. Probably for the first time ever, you're going to hear me say, yes, this beer is worth the $8.99 for the 4-pack. You may never hear me say this again, that the 4-pack is actually worth this. So, with that said, drink what you like, enjoy what you drink, and I will see you next time. Cheers.